Today, baseball starts right back up. And today, February 20th, there's going to be a spring training game happening today. And it's going to include our favorite team. Chicago Cubs are versing the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll see how that goes. And we'll talk about spring training later on in the show. But first off, I'm Devon and we'll go ahead and start talking about stuff. Johnny, we want to talk about some news that's happened over the past in the signings. I think is what we'll start with. In the big name, Alex Bregman. Since he's signed, now there's been a bit of controversy with him and Rafael Devers. Alex Bregman won a Gold Glove last year. So I know Gold Glove kind of isn't the best thing anymore. Like, it's weird who gets nominated and stuff, but Alex Bregman's a better defender than Rafael Devers. And the Red Sox want Devers to go to DH. Devers, in a press conference, just kept saying no. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I get it. Well, he would like to play a position, but I think sometimes you gotta know that you got to sacrifice for your team. Like, you gotta realize sometimes you're not the best at a certain thing, and when they bring in somebody who's better than you at that, you gotta let that person be what they're good at.
So, on a I have like 2 points. One is I heard like when you're DHing, you take your at bat and then you sit for like an hour. And then you take an at bat and you sit for another hour. So, because you're not in the field at all, you're just sitting. So like some guys are great at that, like Jock Peterson, JD Martinez, like the older guys, Ohtani, obviously, because he has to. But the thing is, with that, is it's hard to see Devers, who's still young, go into that kind of role. And it's hard to understand that. And then the other point is, I play baseball. And when you're... So far, the leagues I've played in, everyone hits. But at the same time, when I play defense, it's way better to be contributing in the field than sitting on that bench watching stuff happen and seeing all these things happen that you wish you can contribute. And when you can be in the field, then you feel like you can do something. So I feel like Devers has just always been a third baseman. And then one of his arguments, which is when he signed his extension, he was told he would be third baseman. So that's also what he's saying. And I mean, he's not the best, but he's shown improvements. And then in 2021 or 2019, I know his outs above average based on StatCast was like 88th percentile. And then he's never done that again. So he can play good defense. It's just can he do that again? Here, I'm pulling up what year it was exactly. I believe it was 18 or 19. And I mean, he's still a great hitter. He was signed to be a hitter at the end of the day. Yeah, it was 2019. He was 99th percentile in range OAA and with 18. And then he just hasn't done anything since. But so I mean, he can do it. He's
doing it once doesn't. And you said 2019.
yeah.
So it's 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's not. He can't. That part of him is gone. It's been way too long to be like, oh, he's gonna return to his form from 6 years ago. That's a really long time. You realize that, right?
I do know that's a really long time, but I don't know. I mean, since his fall off, then
He's been fine defensively. I know that.
he's
All
just
it takes is to
been
get back to 8 seasons before
iffy.
that happened.
He's just been iffy. But I feel like because I think, and then David Ortiz said something and commented in favoring Devers, saying Devers should play his position. And David Ortiz is the Red Sox guy, the living Red Sox guy. So when David Ortiz says something, if the Red Sox front office doesn't follow what David Ortiz says, then they might get some backlash. And then Devers is face of the franchise, not Alex Bregman. Have face of the franchise play his position. And we'll be right back after a short little break to keep talking about more news and updates that have happened. We're back after a short little break. Johnny's mic was having some technical difficulties. And so I want to quickly recap. Co-host Johnny Clumpy. Uh, And as well, really quick, do you want to say quick thoughts on the Devers situation?
I don't know. I get that he wants to play the position, and I don't get why they don't just move Bregman to second.
It's because they have one of the top prospects in baseball who plays second base. I'm not going to name his name. I'm a Cubs fan. I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
It's Campbell. Christian Campbell.
Oh.
So we'll have to see what that is.
Well, then I don't know. I feel like it gets to the point where you're going to have to suck it up for your team and do what's best for them.
Yeah, I guess.
It's that or you don't play. Like, I mean, then you have to stack positions. Is also on the front office for signing 2 third basemen.
Yeah, and then we got some small little signings. John Means signed a 1-year deal with a club option for $1 million this year with Cleveland Guardians. Rockies agreed to $2 million deal with Scott Alexander, and Nationals signed Lucas Sims for $3 million, 1-year contract. And then a extension happened where Diamondback shortstop Geraldo Perdomo agreed to a 4-year, $45 million contract that starts in 2026.
Well, he was an all-star.
Yeah,
2-0.
and it's going to be 3 of his free agency years.
So,
I'm not the most in tune with Diamondbacks, but I know they have a guy Jordan Lawler, who is a top prospect in baseball and is very good at one of the top prospects, is very
know
good. And Jordan Lawler, speaking of him, was in the 2021 draft. He was the 6th round pick for the Diamondbacks. And I know you wanted to talk a bit about a team in particular for 2021.
Well,
Where-
I just had a funny, like. So I saw TikTok last night about the Angels 2021 draft class, and they used all 20 of their picks on pitchers. They had 20 picks in that draft and only used pitchers, and I just wanted to read off what each of those draft picks have turned into. So their their first pick that they had, they took Sam Bachman, who had a 5 ERA in AA and AAA and was hurt and missed all of 2024 with injury. Their second drafted pitcher was Kai Bush, who they traded for Lucas Giolito, and Lucas Giolito on the Angels had a 7 ERA. So that was how that pick went down. Their third pick was Landon. Sorry, let me read the name. Was Landon Mercado? I don't know. It's a weird spelling. And he was traded to the Mets for Eduardo Escobar, who hit .219 with the Angels and is now out of baseball. Their fourth pick, Luke Murphy, had a 4.9 ERA in AA. Their fifth pick, Brent Berry, had a 6.6 ERA in AAA. Jake Smith is still an A ball with a 6 ERA. He was their sixth pick. Seventh pick, Ryan Castillo, still an A ball. Nick Jones made it to AAA, their eighth pick, and has a 3.8 ERA had a 3.8 ERA in 2024, so not bad. Braden Olthoff retired. He was their ninth pick. Andrew Peters was their 10th pick, got released. Chase Silseth has a 5.1 ERA in the majors with the Angels, so he made it to the...
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
And he had a 5 ERA. Mason Albright was traded for C.J. Cron and Randall Grichuk, and Randall Grichuk is now in the Rockies, and he had a 2.19 average, and C.J. Cron is out of baseball.
Yep.
So pick 13 was Mo Hanley, released. Eric Torres, who was their 14th pick, had a 9.4 ERA in AAA. Glenn Albanese Jr. is still an A-ball. He was their 15th pick. Brandon Dufault had a 5.1 ERA throughout his minor league career. He was 16th pick. Mason Erla was their 17th pick, had a 4.8 ERA in A-ball. Their 18th pick, Nick Mondak, had a single A, 4.2 ERA. The 19th pick, Nathan Burns, has been released. And finally, Marcelo Perez never signed with the Angels and is now in the Mariners organization.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
So it might just be the worst
Draft.
ever.
But other...
There's one okay guy.
Chase Silseth.
Well, he has a 5 ERA in the majors. And Nick Jones.
But he made the majors.
Yeah.
So that's something. But a couple other names. Henry Davis was first round pick that year. He's still trying to put things together. Jack Leiter was 2 pick for the Rangers. He's also trying to put things together. Jackson Jobe, he's finally made his debut last year and is top guy. Marcel Meyer, he's 4. He's top prospect. Should make the MLB soon. Colton Cowser 5, and then Jordan Lawler is 6. As you said, Sam Bachman was the 9th pick. The 10th pick was Kumar Rocker. But Rocker, it was the New York Mets. That was when the Mets could not sign Kumar Rocker. I don't know if you remember that. Then the next year, he went to the Rangers, and that brought back the Vanderbilt University duo of Leiter and Rocker. Sal Frelick was the 15th pick. And I skipped over 3 top prospects. Brady House, Harry Ford, and Andrew Painter were picked back to back. Trey Sweeney was at 20. Jordan Wicks, Cubs first round pick, was 21. Gavin Williams, 23. You got Jackson Merrill, top guy for the Padres this year, is 27th.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Uh,
He's pretty good at baseball.
he is. Andrew Abbott and Spencer Schwellenbach were picks later. James Wood and Kyle Manzardo. So, and then it's funny, you're talking about the Angels guys and stuff. Bryce Miller was drafted 4th round
He's a pitcher.
as
Yeah,
the
obviously.
pitcher. Yeah, he was drafted 4th round, and the Angels' 1st round guy just is nothing. Tanner Bybee, heard that name before? He was 5th round pick in that draft. Spencer Arrighetti, 6th round pick. Emmett Sheehan, 6th round pick. So AJ Smith-Shawver, one of the top guys for the Braves, 7th round pick. So
There was talent, and they just couldn't
yeah,
capitalize on it.
Jack Neely, Cubs guy now, 11th round pick from that draft. So we'll see how many of these guys make the majors, and we'll see how that goes. And before we talk about spring training up ahead, I want to talk about what will be new to spring training and hopefully baseball. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The automated strike zone.
Automated strike zone is going to be tested in the spring training this year, and it is possible to be in the majors. We'll have to see. The way it works is you got about 2 seconds after the pitch. The pitcher, catcher, or hitter is the 3 that can do the challenge. They will tap their helmet or tap their head, and that will kick. Then everyone will look at the scoreboard, and in about 5-ish seconds, it'll pop up what the call is.
Oh.
And we'll have to see how that works. I don't exactly know. We'll have to see. Hopefully, we get home at a decent amount of time from the school parking lot to see the Cubs play Dodgers. I don't know if you're watching
I
that.
have practice, so I will not be able to.
I will watch it and see how it looks. But we gotta talk about the starting pitching duel we got for today. You got Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting for the Dodgers today, and he's facing off against Cody Petit.
Oh.
The trade for Cody Bellinger. And the Cubs also have other guys penciled in to pitch is Brad Keller, Daniel Palencia, Jack Neely, and Brooks Kriske. I know 3 of those 4 names.
Yay, Daniel Palencia, my favorite pitcher ever. No.
He needs to learn how to throw strikes, and he could be good. Brad Keller, I know Tyler Zombro really likes, so we'll see what he can do. Jack Neely, top prospect, and then Cody Petit, who I hope does not make the starting day roster, because I don't care. He's like 20. He's like 28. Not great. Like, I don't want him. I don't know. Give it to one of the younger guys. Start in this team. So, and I think the Cubs as well. You know how Dodgers got Yamamoto starting? Do you think the Cubs are not having their top guys pitch because they'll face them in Japan soon?
Probably.
So I wonder why the Dodgers have Yamamoto go.
Probably because he was hurt last year. He still hasn't pitched a full major league season, so you're still trying to get him into the swing of playing Major League Baseball.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that could be it. And then you got the position players that are appearing. Most likely, not many starters are happening for either team. It's believed that Michael Busch might be at the game today and be in the lineup. And then for Dodgers, it's possible Betts and Teoscar Hernandez is going to be in the lineup. Obviously, the Dodgers' whole camp is there, so anyone can play. The Cubs team would have to come over, and it's most likely most won't. But it says Busch might, and as well, Busch was at this camp 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's also familiar with it. So we'll have to see. I just want to see Kyle Tucker in a Cubs uni, complete Cubs uniform. Matthew Boyd, he's going to be pretty good as well. So it'll be really cool to see. And then there's some injuries as well between these two teams. Nico Horner is working his way back from surgery. Javier Saad has a left oblique strain. And then Matt Shaw has also dealt with some left oblique soreness, but should be working his way up. While the Dodgers have many guys recovering. Shohei Ohtani with from Tommy John. Freddie Freeman's right ankle still healing up from the postseason.
Yeah.
Miguel Rojas has a sports hernia surgery, and he's pretty close to 100%. You got Evan Phillips and Michael Kopech, a little behind on their throwing programs and may need to start the season on the injured list, which I'm not hoping for them, but as a Cubs fan, I'm hoping they're on the injured list start because those two guys are really good.
Brendan, did we hear this? He's cheering for injuries to opposing players.
Why?
Because they're going to play the Dodgers game 1, and they're good at baseball, so...
It's two of their 5 closers. Sorry, I don't want 5 of their closers to be in their bullpen.
Well, maybe just don't cheer for injuries.
Yeah, just
It's a pretty simple concept. I will not be cheering for that. I would like those guys to be healthy because I don't
Oh,
want...
so he wants Cubs to lose both games.
No, I just don't want anybody to be hurt.
okay, bro. You can win a game without wishing injuries
They have
upon
5
people,
closing
bro.
pitchers.
Okay. Hit the
So
ball.
they're still going to have 3.
Pirates have 0.
Why are we
Why are
bringing
the
the
Pirates
Pirates?
getting dragged into this?
Why are the Pirates catching
Why are the
strays?
Pirates
That's what
getting
it's
dragged
being.
into
The
this?
Cubs also have 0.
That's not.
I know deep down you're
No,
you're
you
hoping
can say 0 because you think Porter Hodge is going to suck this year, so say 0.
deep down I know for a fact Devin's praying for Paul Skeens to get like Tommy John.
He is.
I know.
You
You don't even gotta admit it or anything. You can say no if you
that's
want,
why
but we
you're
all know
smirking.
you're lying.
I plead 5th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why? That's Devin. That's not okay.
No, I hope Skeens is.
Yeah, but like,
able
what
to
about
play.
these
Injured.
closers?
Huh?
What about these closers, dude?
These closers?
Yeah, that you're praying
The
on.
Dodgers
injuries
don't
for.
need all of them.
All right, you want to call the front desk and tell them to trade him or what? You don't gotta. Oh, I hope he tears his UCL.
It's not
I
that
hope he
major.
blows his knee out.
It is not that major. It's rotator cuff and right forearm.
You never
They're
know,
not-
man.
You still want them to be hurt, though, so
Okay.
just saying.
Okay. All right.
Just thought I'd bring our producer in because I knew he would not agree to the cheering injuries upon other people. Crowd.
The sport he plays is all about physical contact, and people get injured all the time.
People get injured all the time, but Brandon, you already just said. He goes, the sport he plays is all about physical contact, and people get injured all the time.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
Am I wrong? Answer that.
We've lost the plot.
Answer my question. Am I wrong?
What did you say it again?
The sport you play
Which is football.
is about physical contact with a lot of injuries.
I mean, every sport
In
has.
way more severe injuries than baseball. Because I can't
I
tell
don't
you the
know,
last
the
time
only
I
play-
saw a broken leg happen with a baseball player.
Okay, yeah, but you see torn ACLs. You see
But those
torn.
aren't major.
You see. Oh.
Like,
What?
okay. For sorry,
You
for
said
their
torn
sport,
ACL isn't major?
for their sport, it's major. But like he can still use. I believe you can still use your arm after surgery. If you have a broken leg and it's severe enough, you could just have your leg is just not 100%.
Okay, yeah, but like 90% of the time it's not that severe. Like a broken leg, I guess it's severe, but like it's not gonna be severe to the fact where like, oh, you're never gonna like be able to run this fast again. Like,
that or like, Achilles.
bro,
Torn
like, you don't. The
Achilles.
only
Wait,
NFL.
what, hold on. What about a torn Achilles?
I'm saying like can be.
Yeah, and they usually don't recover to full health from
Yeah.
it.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
that
it's
can also
severe.
happen in baseball too. It doesn't. It's not very often, but it's something
Yeah.
that could just happen.
All
to a guy
injuries
running
can
the
happen
bases.
in any sports, but like here's the like, I can only name you one NFL player that's ever torn his UCL, which is Brock Purdy. And he was like, how long was he out, Johnny? Well, it happened.
No,
in
he
the
started the
championship
next
game.
season.
Okay. So how long does it usually take for like MLB players to recover from?
Like over a year.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
just like yes, like football is the most physical, and like I wouldn't say there's more injuries that happen. Like that's not because it's football. I just think that like there's just a greater risk. Like the chances increase in football
But half of them
because
are
you're
like
constantly hitting somebody.
half of them are like non-contact. A lot of them
Yeah.
are non-contact too, which
yeah,
can happen.
but
in
like
any
the
sport.
baseball ones are too. Like Ronald Acuna, like his torn ACL, that was like not. I mean, any baseball injury that like any baseball player that like tears his ACL, it's gonna be non-contact 90% of the time.
Yeah. You got other spring train. Before we talk about more, of the spring training stuff, we can talk a bit more about pre-spring training, and what's happened. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s extension deadline is over. He has not had an extension. He will be a free agent. Test the market. 29 other teams, as he says, will be in the bid for him. It's pretty much just like 5 other teams plus Blue Jays will be in on him, but he could say 29 if he wants. How much money you think he's getting?
A lot.
Oh,
Um,
higher or lower than Otani? I say lower.
yes, lower.
Okay. Juan Soto got higher, and no one thought that.
Yeah, but Juan Soto's also better than Vladimir Guerrero by like a lot.
They're the same age.
He's also better.
Devin, we get it.
He-
Vlad is your favorite player.
No,
We get it.
I said he's getting lower. He's, in my opinion, he's going to get maybe 550,000. I feel like that's where the bid will get up to. What do you think?
How many you say? 500?
550.
That would be like at most, I feel like.
When you got the Mets, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Cubs, hopefully, all bidding, I feel like it'll get up to that.
Maybe.
I mean, Soto's got up to 765, aka 815, with the Mets and Yankees bidding.
That's true.
So now there's even more teams bidding. Because if the Blue Jays don't sign him back, they are so cooked. Like, it is bad for the Blue Jays if they don't sign him back. I think they should just trade him, though, at this point. Because they're not going to sign him back. He should be a free agent this year. I don't know if you know this. His service time was manipulated. So he should be a free agent this year.
That
So
usually
that's
happens.
bad. They went to an arbitration hearing. Vladdy won. That's also not good, going to arbitration hearings. Then they had Vladdy go do his press conference first before the team did. So Vladdy was the one that had to say that the contract extension does not happen. So it looks bad on him instead of the front office. The front office says they tried their best and Vladdy wouldn't budge and stuff like that, and they're blaming it on Vladdy. If I'm Guerrero, I am done with this team. Bo Bichette's also going to be done with this team.
Yeah, probably.
So it's just bad, and we'll have to see where everything goes with that. As well, Marcus Stroman. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little. He's a former Cub.
What's going on? What happened with them again?
He showed up 2 days late, quote unquote, to spring training, when everyone was reported. But in the CBA, no one actually has to report until like 22nd. Because this is all voluntary beforehand because they're not paid.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to. And also, so no one knows exactly why. He's going to be competing for a starting rotation spot, so it's a little weird. At the same time, his house burned down due to the LA fires. Or I think one of his houses, I think he has multiple, but one of his houses burned down, which is still significant. So that could be something as well. We'll have to see. So that's something. Other notes, Jack Flaherty faced one of the guys he's traded for. He's actually talking with both guys that he was traded for over the year. He faced one of them yesterday, and they'll be getting ready for the season.
Yeah, because he's back. Okay, yeah.
You got, the Mariners off season. I was looking at again yesterday. Is Donovan Solano, Miles Mastrobuoni, and Jorge Blanca. That's it.
Well, the pitching staff and bullpen was already good enough. It was just they didn't.
It's the offense, and the offense got worse.
Who'd they lose?
Age. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, you can say that, but you're hoping that Julio
You're hoping Julio.
gets better. So,
Cal Raleigh gets better.
as long as he just does what he's been doing, that's fine.
Julio?
No, Cal Raleigh has been really good.
I was like, Julio, no.
Well, yeah, I know. They need Julio to step up. Which hopefully this is the year that the
But they
breakout
have no one at third.
happens.
Their third base going to be Miles Mastrobuoni. Have fun with that. If you're a Mariners fan watching, have fun with that.
He's great, so I don't know why you're hating.
Oh, my bad. Make that joke about the,
No,
Brad-
no. No, let's not go there.
Brendan? Were you going to say something? But we can go ahead. Some teams have announced their opening day starters, and we can go over that. We'll start with the first game that will be played. Chicago Cubs have announced Shota Imanaga will get game 1 of the Tokyo series.
Should be
And-
Matthew Boyd.
Okay. And the Dodgers have not announced who it's going to be. It's rumored that's going to be Yamamoto and Sasaki. Yamamoto's
And-
fine. I don't think Sasaki should get the other start.
Oh,
I don't care.
Yeah, it's rumored that Sasaki will start game 2.
Yeah. I don't.
I thought you were saying, like, they were going to pitch them both.
No. I don't.
Game 1.
I'm not saying he shouldn't pitch. He can come out of the bullpen, but I don't think he deserves to start game 2.
What?
You got Blake Snell. You got Tyler Glass now on this team, who is both better.
Hey, when Roki goes for 8 shutout against a really good Cubs offense in Tokyo, and we live react to it here.
It would be so funny if he collapses just like Yamamoto did last year in the Seoul series.
That's also true. I feel like that. Did they not learn anything from that?
Yeah. I hope it's Yamamoto. Last year it was Tyler Glasnow who got game 1. I hope it's Yamamoto versus Imanaga,
That's what it will be.
and Imanaga just shoves. He's a lefty as well, so he's going to have the advantage over Freeman, advantage over Ohtani,
Oh.
advantage over Max Muncy.
Sub 3 ERA,
Shota
2.91 ERA, Shota Imanaga. Learn about him. Yep. Best fastball in baseball.
Oh.
Yep.
He only throws at 92 miles an hour.
Yeah, and it's still the
I
best
guess
pitcher.
he plays for the Cubs.
Still the best fastball in baseball, so look into it for me.
And one of the best splitters in baseball.
Paul
And
Skeens
that.
has the best fastball in baseball.
I'm being so serious. Okay, well, in like the first 3 months of the year last year, Shota had the highest run value on
I know about him
fastball.
because he's good. And
He got
and we
he-
live in Chicago, so
he got robbed of Rookie of the Year conversations.
Just
Skeens
because he's 30.
Skeens and Merrill deserved it, but
He's 30.
came from Japan.
He's
Yeah.
30 years old. How old is Shohei?
Shohei's 30.
Like 30, 31. But he's been in the majors.
He
since-
came over with the
In
rookie
2018.
with the minor stuff.
That's one thing that I never really liked about baseball, is that although some young stars are young, a lot of stars that burst onto the scene because I never really understood it. I never understood AA and AAA and what you have to do to actually get to the league. But
what are
have
you
these guys
considering
and they're
young?
coming up and
What are
playing
you
for the first time
considering
at,
young though?
27.
Because you could kind of say the same thing about the only sport that it's actually a thing in is basketball.
For what?
like young stars.
Oh yeah.
Especially the last like
No, I mean baseball is young. Like
I know
Soto when he came up was 20,
19.
19,
Yeah.
even better.
So I'm saying like there's some young guys, but like
It's got more than football.
But yeah, like if you think like
Because everybody by the time you're at least 21 by the time you get to the NFL, and the NFL is probably the hardest sport to be good in as a rookie.
yeah.
Like be elite in. The only position that ever does is wide receiver.
Cooper DeJean.
You didn't know who he was last week.
He watched the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, but he still didn't know who he was. No, Zach Bond. Never mind.
Yeah. But I think who got third place in Rookie of the Year?
Jackson Juria. Oh no, Shota finished in third, I think. But like the talks before it were like, oh, Shota doesn't like Jackson Churio was higher.
It should
I was
have
like,
been Merrill.
I was like, Jackson Churio was only good for 3 months of the year. Shota was good the entire year. How is he not?
But like really quick, Brendan, one of the best, the best Japanese baseball player that's ever played so far. Ichiro Suzuki came over at age 27,
And he still got 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
and he got.
Didn't he play till
Hall
he
of
was like
Fame.
40?
He played till he was 45,
Yeah, that's
but
absurd.
he stopped being productive.
That's my goat.
in 2016.
That's my goat. Yeah.
Yeah, we only played like 2 years.
Forget
after
about this
that.
LeBron talk. And I'll talk about Ichiro Suzuki.
But opening day starters, we'll see who Dodgers announce. It'll hopefully be soon. Steele, by the way, had last year's opening day start, but he'll probably
go to
get game
two.
2. Freddie Peralta was announced to get the
We love Freddie Peralta.
game
even though
1
he's on the
start. And
Brewers.
can you name me who got the Yankees opening day start last year?
Last year,
Yeah. Garrett Cole
Rondon,
was injured, remember?
Cross
So.
Rodon.
Brewers pitcher Nestor Cortez got the opening day start last year. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes with that. Corbin Burns and Jose Barrios were Baltimore and Toronto's.
Makes sense, even though Bruce is trash. But
Brian Bayo and Nathan Eovaldi were
Really?
Boston and Rangers. It's going to probably be
Crochet.
Garrett Crochet and Jacob DeGrom, hopefully. Baltimore's going to probably be Sugano or Eflin. It's going to be Eflin.
Yeah,
Probably.
Eflin.
Eflin, and it'll probably be Barrios again. Zach Wheeler got announced. He was last year's. And then Josiah Gray was Nationals last year. He's not going to because he had Tommy John. It'll probably be...
DJ Hurst.
No. The
Trevor
Gore.
Williams.
It'll probably be Gore.
Mackenzie Gore, yeah.
Cleveland Guardians was Shane Bieber. He's not going to be healthy. It'll probably be Bybee.
Yep.
And then Kansas City, Cole Reagans. It'll probably be Reagans again, if I were to guess.
Marlins will probably be Sandy because he's healthy.
Um,
Oh, no, he won't be. No, he won't.
no, he's not. Or no,
'Cause
he
he-
might be.
I thought he
think
got hurt
is
early
healthy.
last year.
No, he is healthy.
Really quick recovery from.
I mean, Mets. Can you name who Mets last year's opening day starter
Was
was?
it not Kodai Senga?
Kodai Senga was injured all of last year. He only made 1 start in the regular season.
Luis Severino.
Jose Quintana.
Oh, jeez.
It's because everyone else was iffy. Jose Quintana versus Framber Jose Quintana and Framber Valdez were the Mets and Astros guys. It'll probably be Valdez again, and then hopefully it's Senga. Logan Webb was Giants. Frankie
We'll say.
Montas was the Reds. Open day starters. Braves was Spencer Strider.
It won't be him.
It'll be
'cause
Chris
he's hurt,
Sale.
So it'll be Chris Sale, yeah.
Padres was Yu Darvish. It could be Darvish again, but it'll probably be Cease.
Yeah.
The Angels was
Oh, it might be Michael King, too.
could be.
He was like, statistically their best.
Angels was Patrick Sandoval. White Sox was Garrett Crochet. Neither of those will be happening.
And we have-
It'll be Kikuchi and whoever the heck pitches for the White Sox. Pittsburgh was Mitch Keller. By the way, Sandy Alcantara is announced to be the
Told you.
the starting pitcher. Last year's Jesus Luzardo.
So what do we think about the Pirates? Probably like Jared Jones, probably Bailey Ober.
I think it's Bailey Ober.
It's gonna be Mitch Keller.
Wait, hang on. You're serious?
Yes. He's always our opening starter.
Wait.
Who is on your roster?
Who is on my roster?
Who is the starting? The starting.
Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
He's getting the start.
He's pitching opening day. Our Bailey Ober was a joke, because it's not one of the 3 decent pitchers on the team.
Mitch Keller's your third pitcher. You know this, right?
Yeah.
And he's also a waste of money,
Dude,
arguably.
he's been our opening day starter for the last 4 years. Granted,
'cause no
we
one else
didn't
has
have
been
Paul
good.
Skeens.
It's gonna
I
be
don't know.
Paul Skeens.
I don't know.
If it's not Paul
Our
Skeens,
coach is okay an idiot.
if it's
so
not Paul Skeens, I will riot.
I'm just saying, if it's Mitch Keller, don't be surprised. Or
Pab-
Jared Jones even. It's not gonna be Jared Jones. No.
Pablo Lopez was announced for Minnesota. And
Could be
then,
Joe Ryan.
do you know St. Louis's opening day starter last year?
Was it not Sonny Gray?
Miles Michaelis.
Holy gross.
So hopefully he's Sonny Gray. Tigers are playing Dodgers, so Dodgers won't have that. But last year's was Tariq Ball. Probably be Tariq Ball again.
Probably.
Arizona will be at this game, I believe. Cubs at Diamondbacks.
So it'll be. Hold on. It'll be.
I don't know who the Cubs do.
Who's
but,
our third? It could be like 8 guys.
but it doesn't have to be their third.
First-
It could be.
Corbin Burns.
Yeah. Well, last year was Gallon.
Yeah, it'll be
So
Burns. Though.
it
You don't pay
should
a guy
be Burns,
$200
though.
million.
Athletics and Mariners. Athletics was
Mason
Alex
Miller.
Wood.
It'll be Luis Severino probably because they spent money on him.
Yeah. And then Seattle, Luis Castillo. It'll probably be Luis Castillo again. Rockies and Rays.
Cal Quantrill.
His last 2. Rockies last year's. Who was
Cal
it?
Quantrill.
No. Kyle Freeland. And
Kyle
then
Freeland was in the majors last year.
he still is. And then the Rays announced theirs. Do you know who they announced?
Shane
McClanahan
Okay.
will get his third open day start. And it's
Rockies
his
will probably be
first-
Freeland again. Odds
Yes.
are.
And it's his first major league game since August 2nd, 2023.
Yay.
So we get to see Shane McClanahan back. Hopefully Jacob deGrom back. And then Sandy Alcantara. We get a bunch of interesting names. But out of all the teams, who do you think's got the most interesting opening day starter? That's just going to be.
We're going through all 30 teams, so I kind of like. Well, the Red Sox not going with Crochet doesn't really make any sense. So I'll go there, especially because they're looking to be good this year. Them not starting
Red
Crochet
Sox?
is weird. Yeah.
Well, they should start Crochet. We'll see. I think an interesting one could be Seattle. They have
Yeah,
4.
but Castillo's good anyway, so it's not like
Yeah.
they have 4 guys who they could
They
start.
have, but we'll see what they do there. But baseball's back. It will be on today. I'm going to watch it. Probably take some peeks at it during the end of my school day as well.
Probably don't do that. Stay focused on your academics, kids. Be locked in at all times. Never do anything that isn't focused on your academics.
Is that what we're going into right now?
I play Sporkle quizzes all day long, so
Oh, okay.
I want you to know to lock in on your academics.
Oh, okay. I'm Devon Alsman,
I'm Johnny Clumpy.
and our producer, Brendan Gagan, as well. Woo! And that was Towing the Rubber, episode I can't count it
Yep.
anymore.
We've lost count a while ago.
And we'll go ahead and have the Blitz coming up right after the end of our show. We'll go ahead and be done. See you guys next time.